I'd like to talk with you about squatting. People have been birthing in the squatting position for centuries, and only in the West uh, are we less likely to do that. But we've learned that even people that don't squat for resting positions, as they do in many parts of the world, they can still get a lot of benefit from squatting during labor and birth, especially. And I'd like to show you with this pelvis what goes on when you squat. So the long bones of your thighs come right in to the hip joints. And when you squat, they are actually pulling open the pelvic outlet. So squatting tends to be used more for late labor than for early labor. And so if we give more room to the baby has more leeway to rotate, find its way. So that's why we think it's valuable. And I would like to suggest that you practice this, daily before the baby comes. You might use it during labor as well, but even the practice is mobilizing that pelvis. So you may get some benefit from it whether you use it during labor or not. So I'm going to put this down and let's try it. So the key is to keep your heels down on the floor. Don't go up on your toes when you squat. And you might want to use your partner as a support here. So down she goes. And do you feel secure?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm wondering, could you take a small step forward, Leong, and see? Because let's look at what happens to your knees. Let's see if you back. Now, does that feel a little better? That just a couple of inches can make a big difference on the pressure on your knees. And I think that's an advantage that Western women could benefit from, just by leaning back a little bit. If you're practicing this at home and he's not around, use 2 doorknobs on either side of the door and lean back. So what we do is during the pushing, often the person will get into a squat, push her way through the squatting, through the contraction in the squat, and then get out of the squat, sitting back, standing between contractions. Our knees aren't really made for squatting for hours on end. So it's probably a good idea to squat during the contraction and then get out. But this looks great. It looks like you're doing very well at that. Okay?
Great.